All right, hi everybody, back with Dr. Serrano, world-renowned. Everybody around the world wants a piece of this guy. Everybody loves him. So what we're going to talk about today is something that Dr. Serrano is an expert in. It's digestion, and specifically today we're going to talk about probiotics and prebiotics. So if that's the kind of thing that interests you, stay tuned. Here we go. All right, hi everybody, John Meadows here, and I'm with Dr. Eric Serrano. And doctor, in the bodybuilding world, every coach now is a digestion expert. Now, I know you don't follow social media, but I'm telling you, every coach claims to be a digestion expert, and they all pretty much give the same advice. Just eat a bunch of probiotics and you'll be fine. But with your experience, I know that's a little bit more complicated than that. They're forgetting about prebiotics. They don't even know what foods to use. So can you talk a little bit about digestion and kind of maybe some top tips that you can give people for digestion?
This is one of my favorite subjects, and actually I love when people tell you probiotics. I'm gonna make your intestines a house because you will easily remember. When I have clients and patients that come from all over, for me to be able to fix them because they have seen everybody, I got to look at 6 things. The 6 R's. So this is a 6R program. Remove. I got to remove the cause of what's giving you the problem. It might be protein shakes, it might be starches, it might be whatever. You have diabetes, it might be too much sugar. If you have a condition called maple syrup syndrome, it might be too much branched-chain aminos. So I have to look into that.
That's very rare, by the way.
I got to repair. Okay, most people tell you, oh, take probiotics. If you don't repair the house ceiling or the roof, what happens if you start bringing rain? It's going to go inside the house. Well, you're dumping probiotics or bacteria inside of your broken intestine. That bacteria is going to go inside of your blood. It's called LPS, lipopolysaccharide. And that's when the little tail of that gram-negative bacteria that is actually good for you in the gut is going inside of your body. You do not want that. So you have to repair. You have to have things that will repair the gut, like carnosine, zinc carnosine, glutamine, colostrum, enterogram, things like that, colostrum, collagen, things that will help repair that. Then I'm going to replace, that's the third R, replace, not re-inoculate, replace the enzymes. I need to replace like digestives of the bile, like I got to replace proteases, I got to replace amylase, I got to replace CCK, whatever enzyme that person is missing. Once I have done those 3 things, then I'm going to re-inoculate because I repair the house, then I can bring the people to live in because I put the furniture in, then I can bring those people to be able to live, sit there and do what they're supposed to do. By re-inoculation, I mean introducing bacteria into the gut. Once I do those 4 steps, then I'm going to go recheck that client or patient. How are you feeling? Are you feeling better? Some patient might say, you know what, I was feeling better on the replace, then I start getting bacteria and I feel sick. Sometimes I have to treat those people that I give in that bacteria because I give in too much. I have to back up, and that happens more than giving bacteria. I treat bacteria much more often than I give probiotics. You can't do that. You did not repair the house. Things will come in that you do not want coming in. So you have to be aware. Those pros that are there telling you need probiotics, it works for some people, but sooner or later you're going to find out the guy, oh my God, I feel worse. I'm bloated. I cannot digest it. Also, there's yeast, there's this, that. Once I do that recheck, then I go ahead and back and say, okay, we need to recheck what's going on. Is it working? Is it not working? Then I'm going to reintroduce those foods that I want to do. Okay, those wheat bothers you, those dairy bothers you. That's how we find out. Those are the 6 R's. So I'm going to agree with John. Do not give probiotics to everybody. You have inflammation, you have colitis. You give him probiotics, you are going to get worse. Trust me on that one. So John is talking about prebiotics like starches or things that will feed that bacteria. Absolutely, that is safer. You have a less chance of causing issues to your client or your patients. You have better options because now, hey, I'm going to eat good fiber. I'm going to feed the good bacteria. That bacteria multiplies. It grows. It does what it's supposed to. So absolutely, I agree. You must watch with prebiotics. Now, people think, oh, prebiotics, what's fiber? No, it can be fermented foods like sauerkraut, kombucha, it might be some yogurt. I'm introducing food that has bacteria on it, but it has prebiotics on it. So be aware of what you need to do. It is very important. Listen to John sometimes, do not listen to everybody.
So like sauerkraut and kimchi, I just want to confirm this. So they not only contain probiotics, they also contain
Absolutely.
prebiotics too.
Absolutely.
See, and this is key, guys, because what we see in our industries, we see people, in our industry, people eat a lot, okay? And I've seen more digestive issues with people in the last 20 years than any other problem I can think of. And coaches a lot of times just say, well, just throw probiotics at it. And what Eric is saying is you can't just they can't keep doing the same thing and fix it by throwing probiotics at it. You have to figure out, well, okay, what's going on in the diet, what needs to be removed. So there's a process that has to happen. It's not just a quick and easy. And I'll give you an example. Many years ago, I remember I thought the same thing. I just said, well, shoot, I'm just going to go get some probiotics. I'll fix it. And man, it made me feel worse. And I had a period of like 3 days where I felt awful, and I just said, I'm done. Like it wasn't the answer for me. So don't just mindlessly throw probiotics to something. Try to identify what the foods are, pull back on your calories a little bit, and try to figure out what the heck is going on, what's even wrong. And then prebiotics, as Eric mentioned, those actually feed the good gut flora that you have. It actually feeds it, and it helps it sustain. You know, you'll read things like chicory root, and there's supplements for that too. But don't forget about the prebiotics as well. So I just wanted to touch base with a real expert on this because it's just mind-blowing to me how many digestion experts are out there. The other thing I wanted to touch on a little bit was digestive enzymes. You mentioned amylase, which helps break down carbohydrates, and protease, breaking down proteins. What do you think about certain foods? I used to always read that like pineapple had bromelain in it and papaya had papain in it. What do you think about certain, is there
absolutely true.
Yeah.
Actually, you talk about food combination in another one of your videos. That's one thing that you will bring. Okay, remember we're talking all start. No, you might bring a protein that you're going to eat here. I'm going to eat a steak. I'm going to put papaya and pineapples there. Make it a sauce and put it on it. It helps you digest that. It's helping your body digest that. One of the biggest secrets about cancer is supposedly we run, and this is theory or hypothesis, we run out of enzymes to protect our body against that cancer, breaking down that cell wall. Now we introduce proteins and enzymes that help you digest our food. I absolutely agree with you again. Do that because that will help your digestive system.
I remember, and I used to actually put pineapple with every single steak meal I had people eat. And then people were saying, well, all the brahma is just in the rind though, and it's not actually in the fruit. And I was like, man.
They were wrong. You were right. I mean, they use bromelain now in everything. To soften meat, you put papaya or papain juice on it, and it will soften the meat. Try it. It's incredible.
Yeah. Well, that's digestion, right?
Yes, absolutely.
What about? Is there any natural sources of protease, or should that come from a supplement to help break down protein?
Actually, believe it or not, when you eat organs,
organ meats
have enzymes on it. Liver is the secret of life. Liver, desiccated liver, you know, even cooking the liver. I love liver, but people don't like liver. I love heart, you know, I love all the organs. The kidney I don't like too much because they smell. But I absolutely highly recommend organs. You know, when you eat stomach, believe it or not, I eat stomach, or I eat the intestines of like special sausage. We call it blood sausage, okay? And we eat that. Most people, oh my God, that's disgusting. But I actually have shown to actually help people digestive issues. It's kind of funny because I mentioned that to some patients and they go, oh, I'm not going to eat that. I said, try it. Try really blood sausage intestine. And they said, you know what? I can't eat that meat. I can't handle it. They said, because there's bacteria there. 1, 2, is that because there are freaking enzymes there? Probably, because I've eaten them and it feels really good. I have no issues.
Ooh, those organ meats. I just don't like the taste.
We're the only society.
I just don't like the taste.
Wait a second, I want to tell you, this is something funny. Which ones are the only species that don't eat the organs? If you see a deer or something dead out there, always the outside of the animal's left, nothing of the inside. The carcass is left. Yeah. We're the only species besides the hyenas, the worms, and the vultures that eat the outside. Have you ever thought about that? I wonder why the animals eat the inside. Think about that. Organs are the secret of life.
So are you saying that human beings are very closely related to hyenas and vultures?
Absolutely we are, because we're eating the crap out of junk stuff. Muscle. We eat muscle only, right? This is funny. I want to get bigger. Well, eat steaks. I agree. You want to be healthy. Eat the damn liver. Eat the heart. Eat, everything. We're the only species that we don't eat everything. In other countries, those are like gourmet foods,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, pate, all that stuff. You go to a restaurant, the liver or the pate is expensive. That's because the other countries will eat that. We are a country that we don't eat that.
Yeah. So there you go. There you go, guys. Thanks for tuning in. And if you have any more questions or videos you want us to see, just let me know. And we'll do our best to get it done for you.
Thank you,
Thanks.
guys.